I'm on my gap year.
Gap year. Gap year.
Gap year.
We're here to help you sort out between all your different gap year options.
And we're not just talking destinations, we're talking program focus.
I mean, you want your gap year to be a little bit productive, right?
Right.
We're about to blow your mind.
A gap year is like the Lizzie McGuire movie.
But maybe with a little more wild thornberries.
Or wait. It's kind of like Magic School Bus. It's post-grad though, not in like high school or middle school or however old those kids were.
Do them by striking out on your own,
Staying home to find a job.
Volunteer in your community.
or you can take a gap year abroad on a formal program.
Well, we're pretty big fans of formal gap year programs.
It's a great choice.
Learn about other cultures, learn about careers you might want to pursue. Sometimes you just can't do that in school, in a classroom.
You'll have mentors to guide you along the way who are gap year pros. What more could you want?
They're designed to make sure you don't waste a second of your trip and set you up for success when you return home.
They make sure you're following the steps to preparing for your gap year correctly, and they're always there for recommendations. Plus, they give you 24/7 support.
So that's less time doing the boring planning and admin stuff,
You just never be able to go to all those places and get in and work with people and learn from people.
and more time having the adventure of a lifetime.
And you'll get to travel a ton.
I mean, think of all the cool Instagram posts that you'll have, and not to mention the likes. That's a benefit within itself.
So what are your gap year options? You can save the world as a volunteer.
Bless your bleeding heart.
This gap year is all about giving back, and if you're passionate about issues like conservation, education, public health,
There's a gap year program for you. The list goes on and on.
Volunteer gap years are a great way to learn a little bit about yourself and a lot more about the world issues you're trying to help solve.
Another way to do a gap year is as an intern. It's the perfect way to beef up your resume too.
Learning skills that you couldn't learn at home.
You're ready to suit up and dive right in.
If you're looking to test the waters in a certain industry or just to see and figure out if marketing is the right thing for you,
Starting with an internship abroad is the perfect way to get international work experience.
You could teach abroad. There are a lot of teaching positions abroad.
You want to take on the classroom, but this time you want to be the one running the show? That's right, Teach. Class is in session.
you would have to take the time to get a TEFL certification, but trust me, you will be so glad that you did it.
You can work with ESL students around the world to help them gain English proficiency and set them up for success while you're laying the building blocks of your own future success.
Another option would be studying abroad or learning a language.
We know what you're thinking. I just got done with school. Why would I want to keep going to class, writing papers, and reading books? Ugh.
First of all, books are awesome.
More importantly, this isn't just about being back in the classroom, but taking the time to pursue knowledge and interests outside your usual gen ed curriculum.
You've never had the time to take part history? Well, no worries, you do now.
You can work.
You can try on your new career with a job abroad.
Learning from an expert who knows or does exactly what you want to learn about.
Or you can go for the work play factor and work part-time or full-time at a job that will allow you lots of time and money to travel far, wide, and deep. These are just a few of the endless opportunities you can have to work, learn, earn, and grow on your gap year.
Some other options also include
Wilderness programs, where you'll get up close and personal with nature.
you can be a scuba diving instructor, and that sounds like a lot of fun.
You could do a journalism gap year, a medical gap year.
The point is that if you have an interest, chances are there are gap year options out there for you.
I think one of the best options on a gap year is to do a lot of different things.
and if you're worried about being the only person in your program, trust me, you won't. There's a lot of gappers out there.
Really make it an adventure.
Taking a gap year is really not as scary as it seems.
Try not to sweat the small stuff.
Stop believing in the myth of being behind because we're all moving at our own pace.
That's the power of gap years. They can really provide some excellent insight into what you should be doing with your life.
Take your chances, have fun, and learn something new.